It must have been a major development when people realized, sometime in the early 1st century, that the glassblowing process could be used to join two bubbles and make compound objects. In this case, the foot has been made of one bubble, the rim created by cracking off, and the cup, the vessel body, has a furnace-finished rim with, of all things, a compound folded rim. Here the glass has been gathered, blocked, a bubble has been blown. And the neck or constriction is made. Here a tube is formed between the blowpipe and the bulbous vessel body. This tube will be an integral part of making the compound folded edge. The tube is elongated further and a narrow constriction formed very close to the blowpipe. This is where the neck will eventually break. While the vessel is kept on hold, the foot gather is made. The glass is gathered, marvered lightly, and air is blown into the cylindrical mass of glass. The bubble is shaped so that the thick tip stands proud of the bubble itself, and near the blowpipe a narrow constriction is made. This is the preparation of the foot of the vessel, and the rim will ultimately be formed by cracking off. This constriction will eventually simply be there to separate the finished vessel from the blowpipe and place it in the annealing oven. Here, the vessel is flashed in the furnace while the tip of the foot is heated. The vessel is placed on the arms of the bench, and the hot tip of the foot is brought into position at the center of the base of the bubble. They're pressed together, they stick, and the attachment to the blowpipe where the vessel body joins it is broken. Next begins the forming of the compound folded rim. First, the foot attachment area is straightened. Then the tube is thoroughly reheated. It's made perfectly cylindrical. And when the tube is hot, it's given an acute flare. The edge of the rim is pushed downward onto the shoulder of the vessel. This creates the first folded rim. It's an outer fold. After reheating, this is further dilated, and a huge outer fold is begun. Constriction is made to reduce the radius of the bend, and the initial fold is pressed downward onto the vessel wall. With reheating and shaping, the bowl rim is given its final shape. And after flashing the piece in the furnace, the object is broken free at the blowpipe. After it's annealed, the rim of the foot is created by cracking off. Here's a conical glass tool. The rim is pushed inward, and the rim is scratched at the right place. The heat is delivered to the right place to create the cracked off edge. The glass left in the cup in the conical tool is broken and recycled. Again, the turning scratches the glass at the exact area where the heat is being delivered at its greatest, and nearly every time it results in a perfect crack-off. That said, cracking off always produces an extremely sharp edge, and it's immediately smoothed with a piece of soft stone. This is a high-speed production technique that, because it works every time, is an excellent way of producing multiples.